Rajyavardhan Rathore joining us at this point. Amit Malviya, Pawan Verma and Kamrup Chaudhary should also join us in a bit. Rajyavardhan Rathore ji, namaste. This is Anand Narsimhan here. Badhai ho aapko. Congratulations on the victory and badhai to the party for a phenomenal win in Rajasthan.
Thank you so much, Anand. Thank you so much.
Now, as you reflect, the dust settles. What would you credit this victory to?
You didn't ask me a question. You want to?
No, that's what I'm asking you.
Yes. So, yes. So, I can very fairly say, going down to the grassroots and meeting hundreds and thousands of people, one fact is clear, that Prime Minister Modi, and obviously his work, his efficiency, the confidence that he builds in the masses is something that is very, very dear to every citizen of this country. Every child knows his name, and they don't just know his name just for the sake of knowing. They know that he means business and he can turn things around. Now that building such confidence in politics is not easy, and he has done that. And that is why the people believe that the hard work that they do to sustain their family, there's another person standing along with them and his government standing along with them. That is the confidence that brings us back in power in Madhya Pradesh. It brings us in power in Chhattisgarh and in Rajasthan.
Was the Congress top leadership on the ticket in Rajasthan? Was Rahul Gandhi on the ticket in Rajasthan, or was it purely driven by Mr. Ashok Gehlot?
Now, if you want me to talk about the strategies and the mistakes that Congress made, they are aplenty. So, well, to name a few, there was massive anti-incumbency for the MLAs. And that was due to the reason that the Chief Minister ensured that for the sake of safety of his chair, he would allow any of his MLAs to run riot and do whatever they want. And so there was a massive anti-incumbency bill. Congress wanted to change large number of tickets, but they could not do it because the MLAs became very powerful. Just as Gehlot Saab became very powerful for their central leadership. Now, Rahul Gandhi could not even enter Rajasthan for campaigning. That's the power Gehlot wielded. Rahul Gandhi and his entire family was out of every single poster. And there were thousands and thousands of them in Rajasthan. They were out of that poster. Only Gehlot Sahab was that in the poster. That's the sort of power Gehlot wielded. And same power was being wielded by the MLA. So therefore, they were in a catch-22 situation. They couldn't change the tickets. That was one massive mistake. Of course, other than the fact that the entire 5 years, there was total misgovernance. All their policies, the new schemes that they were launched was only on the hoardings, limited to the paper, and perhaps helping a few people. Lots of scams that were being run, the paper leak scam, etc., the mining scams. So they are a story of all the wrongs that can happen. And contrast to that was the confidence that Prime Minister Modi had in the hearts of every single voter here.
Colonel Rathore, Zaka here. Just a question, one of the strategies that the BJP adopted both in Madhya Pradesh and in Rajasthan was to field some of the central leaders, MPs and ministers and so on. Even in Rajasthan, there were about 84 seats where that influence happened, and BJP won 50 of those 84, Congress won 30. But at the time that it happened, including in the seat where you fought from in Jotwara, there was a lot of talk, there's rebellion, the local cadre will not accept, so on and so forth. You think that strategy has completely negated all of that, both in Madhya Pradesh and in Rajasthan? That strategy also turned out to be a big winner.
I really don't know, and I can't say as to what were the reasons why the MPs were fielded. Well, that's a strategy. The reasons are best known to the senior most leadership. But yes, what I can say is that we learned a lot sitting with the Prime Minister for 10 years. We were in such close proximity that we learned a lot. And obviously there's confidence built. It's a two-way traffic, so there's confidence by the Prime Minister also when he sees us and he sees us working. Now, when MPs come here, there's the methodology of working with the central government and the state governments comes at par. It's much easier to work together. That's number one. Number two, new people will go to in our place as MPs. So therefore, There'll be new people who will get trained, who will get to live with, be along with the Prime Minister. So there's a lot of training, if I can use that word, mentoring of the cadre of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And there's compatibility, better compatibility of working between the state government and the central government. And also a freshness, because most of the members of parliament that were fielded have, number one, a fresh face, also a clean image and ability to deliver, because the central government schemes are the ones that are getting delivered to the ground. So when we come here, people see us as at least as people who can bring in some freshness in the politics here. So yes, it was a win-win situation. And like you said that, initially with all the rebellion and everything, it's a normal human tendency. People have their own aspirations. It's not because an MP came. It's if anyone would have come, even an X or Y would have come, there would have been a sort of pushback, because people have aspirations. But our BJP cadre is so disciplined that after a couple of days, everyone falls in line, and then we fought the election together. So that was the strength of BJP on ground.
Are you in the race for the Chief Minister's position? Any indications there, Colonel Rathore?
I am responsible for my constituency here, which is Jhotwada, and I've just been blessed with for the same by 4.5 lakh people. So my responsibility is this, and like a true soldier, a sportsman, I will do what my responsibility is, whatever my team captain says, and I will commit myself to 100% in doing that.
Colonel Saab, this is Rahul Shivshankar. Congratulations to you. Just a small, quick question. Why do you think, in the first place, the need was felt to bring in central leaders? Number one. Number two, you talk about freshness and the opportunity to learn and transfer sort of your learnings. Are we going to see, therefore, when you say freshness, a new, fresh chief minister also in Rajasthan?
Well, Rahul, good to hear your voice after a long time.
Yes.
So I mentioned some of the reasons why members of parliament would have been brought in. Like I said, I'm not purview to why the decision was taken, but by my own analysis, I feel that. And of course, there's a massive amount of training. My political education gets completed, Rahul, now. Just living as a member of parliament was not, I wouldn't have known real politics then, but to fight grassroots elections and then work here. This is real politics, if I can use that word. So yes, my political education, and similarly, I think it'll apply to other members of parliament as well. In terms of freshness in the governance, well, an MLA in a way governs his assembly constituency. He is responsible for all the schemes that are delivered there. Right. So yes, freshness is very welcome there. But in terms of forming of government, well, that is a purview of the leadership. So we'll see what happens. But like I mentioned a little while earlier, you're a sportsman as well. So if we are asked to stand in the slips, not in the cover, we'll be very happy to play in the slips. It's the choice of the captain.
Well, thank you very much, Colonel Rathore. Congratulations and all the very, very best. Let's hope for greater, fantastic tidings and seeing you more often than not. Thank you very much, Colonel Rathore.